everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Marked Men. So this has Chase Stokes in it, which I kind of like because of Outer Banks, but it also has Alexander Ludwig in it, who I also like from various movies. He's in a new TV show, Earth Abides, I think it's called. Haven't started it yet. There's so many things out. Reacher just came out. The new White Lotus is out. There's everything. Paradise, all these shows are out. I know I'm off topic here, but I haven't gotten to that one yet. If you have seen Earth Abides, it's not getting great reviews, but if you've seen it and you like it, let me know in the comments. Let me know more about it. But this is a movie about two people, Shaw and Rule. Shaw Rule. That's what Shaw has loved Rule since she first saw him, but Rule doesn't love her back, at this point. And so they, after a night of drinking and partying, they might put this relationship to the test or something, but they don't want to ruin their friendship. I don't know. It's awful, as usual, IMDb synopsis. But here it is, 5.2 on IMDb, which isn't great, but only 671 people rated it so far. So that's kind of cool. So I'm mildly interested. Hopefully you are too. That's why you're joining me. And I got to put this button. I like to wear the button-down shirts because my new lapel mic, but I don't want to be, Anyway, so let me get into it, see what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Let me see here. It doesn't have the, see on here, I don't even know how to look at things. It's only an hour and some odd minutes long. And now, of course, now I'm watching the trailer. But I'm sure it's like a romance drama. Comedy, whatever. It's a mess. Can't find it. Let's see here real quick. I don't know. All right. Let me get into it. And if I find out what it is, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's a romance drama. Whatever. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Marked Men. The reason it's called Marked Men because Rule, it says Rule and Shaw, so I don't know if that's part of the title. I apologize if it was. But Rule, who's played by Chase Stokes, is a tattoo artist. And so this is kind of, it sets up as your run-of-the-mill cookie-cutter romance story. And I see that's why a lot of people might not like it. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's, I've just seen so many movies that I've seen this a lot of times. One that comes to mind is After the Fall. Reminds me of that. Josephine Langford, I think her name was. I don't even know the guy's name, but, I don't know. That one kind of runs mine. But anyway, so she's a girl who comes from money, but a friend of the family. And Chase Stokes, like I said, is a tattooed artist and kind of a rebel. And so, but they are friends. There's a piece of this that we don't really get a lot into. So she's a friend of their family. And Dan from One Tree Hill is in it. I forget his name, but I knew it when I was just watching it. But anyway, it'll probably come back to me. But he's in it. Alexander Ludwig plays, I believe, his older brother. And what I think happened is Chase Stokes had a brother who died, and she was friends, if not dating, his brother. And so that's how she's connected to the family. But they don't give you a lot on that. There's one point where he calls him his twin, so it might have been his twin brother. So now she goes from dating his twin brother, who died 3 years ago, to now, having a relationship with him. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, even the brother thing. But I will say that I felt that Alexander Ludwig was underutilized in this movie. I would have liked more of him. I don't know if he was supposed to be in it more and they cut him out, or what happened, but you don't have his name first on IMDb and have the little bit of FaceTime that he got. So a little disappointed in that. I do like him a lot. I still can't remember Dan Scott's name. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, so her mother wants this girl to be set up with, another rich family member, all that kind of stuff. But of course she goes after the tattoo artist, oh no. And of course, what's going to happen there? They are kind of friends. Should they risk it and get into a relationship? If they do get in a relationship, is it just rainbows and unicorns? Probably not. Something's going to happen and something's going to have the relationship tested. And then will they make it back together? Who knows what's going to happen? There are other side stories in there. Like I said, his family his family dealing with his brother's loss is a small piece of it. I think it could have been played out a little bit more. He's got his friends in a tattoo parlor that he is close with that, they are underutilized, they're underdeveloped, all those characters. I think there's a lot more that they could have pulled in that they didn't. But the big thing for me, well, not the big thing, one of the things that I realized as I went back and looked at it, because I was like, I wonder if like this person does these similar movies all the time. This one was directed by Nick Cassavetes, which I was surprised by. He did Alpha Dog, if you ever seen that. Okay, now it's scrolling. I just saw it. Paul Johansson. I'm sorry I couldn't remember his name. It was going to drive me crazy. He was the one from One Tree Hill, Dan Scott. So anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I wouldn't have been able to leave you without that information. But there you go. That's what I got. I think there's a lot more. I feel like this was a longer movie and they cut it back a little bit. Not that it should be much longer, because like if you explore those other avenues of his friends, of his family, get into that a little bit more. You got a little bit more meat to this rather than just what we've seen, going for the bad guy and then what's going to happen kind of thing. So there you go. There's my review for you for Marked Men. I enjoyed it though. Definitely better than a 5.3. Probably at least a 6. And utilize Alexander Ludwig a lot more. So I don't know. That's what I got for you. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.